Hello students, now we are continuing the same chapter, that is inverse circular function, right? So in the last class we did question number 34. So now we'll do from question number 35. This is from the same exercise, that is exercise 4. Each question carries 4 marks and its page number is 98. So let's do solve. That means you have to get the value for x. So in this case, no proof should be done, right? You have to solve it. That means you have to get the value for x. So number 35 is tan inverse within bracket x plus 1 plus tan inverse within bracket x minus 1 is equal to tan inverse 8 by 13. Now let us solve it. That means you have to get the value for x. So first of all, you have to simplify it. Now this is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. X plus y you can take it as x, and x minus 1 you can take it as y. So what is the formula? Tan inverse within second bracket, what is x? It is x plus 1 plus what is y? X minus 1 divided by 1 minus xy. 1 minus, what is x in this case? X plus 1 into what is y in this case? X minus 1. That is x plus y divided by 1 minus x into y, which is equal to tan inverse 8 by 13. This is tan inverse 8 by 13. Okay. Now on both the sides there are same inverse circular function, so we can cancel this one because this is an equation. From both the sides you can cancel tan inverse. That means you don't have to write tan inverse in the next step. Okay. So or here plus 1 minus 1 gets cancels. X plus x is 2x divided by 1 minus, this is a plus b into a minus b. What is the formula? It is a square minus b square is equal to tan inverse gets cancels. So you will get here 8 by 31. Okay. So this is left hand side and this is right hand side. So in the numerator, from both the sides in the numerator you can cancel the similar terms. That means 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, right? Or x upon, you can simplify it further. 1 minus x square minus and minus plus 1 is equal to, this is 4 by 31. Is that clear now? So or you can write x divided by, this is 1 plus 1 2, 2 minus x square is equal to, this is 4 by 31. This is your 4 upon 31. Now you can easily solve it. You can do cross multiplication. So now cross multiply by x, what do we get? If you cross multiply by x, you can get on the left hand side 31x, right? Is equal to 4 2s are 8 minus 4x square. Is that clear? 4 2s are 8 minus 4x square. Now take all the terms to the left hand side so that right hand side is always 0. So 4x square minus, not minus, it is plus 31x minus 4x square is taken to the left hand side. So it is 4x square plus 31x minus 8 is equal to 0, right? So it is 4x square minus becomes plus on the left hand side. So it is plus 4x square plus 31x minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. Now we can solve it. Let us factorize it. Okay. This is 4 ends are 32. If you multiply the two numbers, you should get 32. But since there is minus sign here, if you subtract those two numbers, you should get 31. If you multiply those two numbers, you should get 32. And after subtracting that two numbers, that same two numbers, you should get 31. What is it? 32 ones are 32, but 32 minus 1 is 31, right? So you can break the middle term here, or 4x square plus 32 minus 1 into x minus 8, which is equal to 0. Okay? So we break the term, that is 31. That is 32 minus 1 is 31. 32 minus 1 is 31, right? 32 ones are 32. So let's simplify it. 4x square plus 32x minus x minus 8, which is equal to 0, right? So let us factorize it. What is common from the first two terms? 4x within bracket x plus 8. From the next two terms, what is common? It is minus 1 within bracket x plus 8, which is equal to 0. Now we have factorized it, right? Or x plus 8 is taken common out here, and within bracket you have to write down the remaining terms. What are those remaining terms? It is 4x minus 1. So it is 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so we can write either or. So either x plus 8 is equal to 0 or 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. From here, what is the value for x? X is equal to minus 8. Or from here, what is the value for x? 4x is equal to 1 or x is equal to, this is 1/4. So these are the two answers, right? So therefore x is equal to 8 or, this is x is equal to minus 8 or x is equal to what? 1/4. Understood? So here what are the values of x? X is equal to minus 8 or x is equal to 1/4. This is the answer. Okay. So this question is from HS 2017, right? This problem had come in HS 2017. Your 2017 mark problem. Okay, sir? So we got this result. Copy it. We'll do the next question. So now let's do the next question. That is question number 36. This is also solve. Okay, you have to get the value for x, right? So this is your left hand side. That is tan of within bracket cos inverse x is equal to, this is sine of cot inverse half. You have to simplify both LHS as well as RHS. Okay, let us simplify left hand side first. So what is LHS here? It is tan of cos inverse x. Let us simplify it. Let cos inverse x is equal to theta, right? So let us take cos inverse to the right hand side. So it is x is equal to cos theta, or you can write cos theta is equal to x. Now if cos inverse x is equal to theta, this left hand side becomes tan theta. That means from cos theta you have to get the value for tan theta. Okay, let us get it. So first of all, convert into sec. It is 1 by sec theta is equal to x, isn't it? So what is the value for sec theta? Sec theta is equal to 1/x. That means we have got the value for sec theta, which is equal to 1/x. Okay. So now you should write sec theta in terms of tan theta. You know what is sec theta in terms of tan theta? Sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. You know this formula, isn't it? First of all, you square both the sides. What do we get? Sec square theta is equal to 1/x square, right? Sec square theta is equal to 1/x square. Actually, we have to find out the value for tan theta. So that's why it is converted into sec square theta. Now, what is the formula for sec square theta? It is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to 1/x square, right? Or what is the value for tan square theta now? Is equal to 1/x square minus 1. Is that clear? So what is the value for tan theta? So tan theta is equal to root over 1/x square minus 1. Got it? So what is the value for theta actually? It is cos inverse x. You can put the value for theta out there. Or this is tan of, what is the value for theta now? The value for theta is cos inverse x. So it is cos inverse x is equal to, what is the value for tan of cos inverse x is equal to root under, it is 1/x square minus 1. Is it clear? So we have got the value for left hand side. That is tan of cos inverse x is equal to, what is the value of tan of cos inverse x? It is root under 1/x square minus 1, right? So let us simplify right hand side. Similarly, you can simplify the right hand side. So that is RHS is equal to, what is RHS? It is sine cot inverse half. It is given right hand side as sine inverse sine of cot inverse half. Let us assume, let cot inverse half is equal to beta, right? So in the first case we had assumed as theta. Now let us assume it as beta. Cot inverse half is equal to beta, or half is equal to cot beta, or cot beta is equal to half, right? Now in this case you should get the value for what? Sine beta, isn't it? If cot inverse half is assumed as beta, you should get the value for sine beta. So from cot beta you have to get the value for sine beta. Okay, so now you know that there is another formula for cot square beta, right? So cot square beta is equal to, what is the formula? Cosec square beta minus 1. That is cot beta is equal to half. We have got cot beta is equal to half. Okay, but now in this case you have to convert into cosec beta first, then only you can change it into sine beta. So write down squaring both the sides. So squaring both the sides. So squaring both the sides, what do we get? Cot square beta is equal to 1/4. So we have squared both the sides, right? What is cot square beta there? Cosec square beta minus 1, isn't it? This is the formula. Cosec square beta minus 1 is equal to 1/4, right? Now, or cosec square beta is equal to minus 1, it becomes plus on the right hand side, isn't it? Cosec square beta is equal to 1 plus 1/4. 1 plus 1/4, or cosec square beta is equal to 4 ones are 4 plus 1, that is 5/4. What is cosec beta now? It is root 5/2. That means square root of 5/4. Now cosec square beta is equal to 5/4. So what is the value for cosec beta, which is equal to square root of 5/4? That means root 5/2. Or let us convert into sine beta. 1 upon sine beta is equal to root 5/2, right? Or invert both the sides. What do we get? Inverting both the sides, what do we get? Sine beta is equal to, invert both the sides, what do we get? We get 2/5. Got it? If 1 by sine beta is root 5/2, so inverting both the sides, we can get sine beta is equal to 2/5. Okay? Now we can put the value for beta. What is the value for beta? It is cot inverse half, right? Or sine of, within bracket, you can write cot inverse half. Sine within bracket cot inverse half is equal to, how much is it? 2/5. Got it? So what is the value of this right hand side? That is sine of cot inverse half is equal to, we get 2/5. Okay? So write down. Again, write down the question. So again, you will write down the question. Tan of cos inverse x is equal to sine of, within bracket, cot inverse half, right? Or now you can write down for tan of cos inverse x. What can you write for tan of cos inverse x? It is root under 1 upon x square minus 1, right? Is equal to, next, what is the value for sine of cot inverse half? What is it? It is 2/5. Is it clear to all of you? So now squaring both the sides, because you have to remove that square root, isn't it? So write down squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides. So what do we get? Square root will be removed from the left hand side. 1 upon x square minus 1 is equal to, this is 2 whole square is 4 divided by root over 5 whole square is 5. That is 2 by root over 5 whole square is 4 upon 5. Is that clear? Now next you have to get the value for x minus 1, take it to the right hand side, or 1 upon x square is equal to 1 plus 4 upon 5. Clear? So now let us simplify it once again. So what do we get? Or 1 upon x square is equal to 1 upon x square is equal to 5 ones are 5 plus 4, that is 9 by 5. Right? So you can invert both the sides now to get the value for x square, that is x square is equal to 5 by 9. So what are the values of x now? So x is equal to plus minus square root of 5 divided by 3. Square root of 9 is 3, root over 5 is root 5. So in the front you can write down both the signs, that is plus minus. So x is equal to, what is the answer? It is plus minus root over 5 upon 3. Understood now? So you can copy it. We'll do the next question now. Now we will do the next question, that is number 37. This is also you have to solve it, right? The question is tan inverse within bracket half sec x plus cot inverse within bracket 2 cos x is equal to pi by 3. That means here also you should get the value for x, right? So now this is in terms of tan inverse. You can convert this cot inverse into tan inverse. You know the formula, isn't it? That is cot inverse x in terms of tan inverse is what? What is cot inverse x in terms of tan inverse? It is tan inverse 1 upon x, right? That is cot inverse x, you know the formula, cot inverse x in terms of tan inverse is tan inverse 1 upon x, right? So now it is tan inverse, this is half sec x, right? Plus, you can convert this cot inverse into tan inverse, right? So this is tan inverse within bracket 1 by x. Here x is 2 cos x. So you can use that formula here, that is tan inverse 1 upon 2 cos x. 1 upon 2 cos x is equal to pi by 3, right? So let us simplify this second term again. So it is tan inverse, this is half sec x plus tan inverse within bracket it is 1 by cos x is sec x, half remains same. So 1 by cos x is sec x is equal to what? It is pi by 3, right? So now let us add these two terms. You know that what is tan inverse x plus tan inverse x? It is 2 tan inverse x. Likewise, you can add these two similar terms to get 2 tan inverse, it is half sec x, which is equal to, this is pi by 3. Okay. Now take this constant term to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator because it is 2 into, isn't it? So when this 2 goes to the right hand side, you should write it in the denominator because it is 2 multiplication sign. Okay. So this is tan inverse, this is half sec x is equal to, this one is your pi by 6. 2 3s are 6, isn't it? Now what will you do in the next step? Take this tan inverse to the right hand side, or what do we get in the next step? Half sec x is equal to what? Tan pi by 6. Tan inverse goes to the right hand side and becomes tan, isn't it? So it is tan pi by 6, or half sec x is equal to, what is the value for tan 30 degree? What is that? Tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3. Tan 30 degree भनेको 1 by root 3. What is sec x is equal to? So cross multiply by 2, cross multiply by 2, you will get 2 by root 3. Now convert it into cos x. So it is 1 by cos x. 1 by cos x is equal to 2 by root 3. Okay, because we know the value for cos x, isn't it? What is the value for cos x here? It is cos x is equal to, how much is it? It is root 3 divided by 2. right? So now, or cos x is equal to cos of which angle is root 3 by 2? Can you tell me? Cos of which angle is root 3 by 2? It is cos 30 degree. But 30 degree you should write it in terms of radians. That is cos pi by 6, right? So in this case, x is equal to pi by 6 is the answer. But you should write down the general values. If cos theta is equal to cos alpha, then there is a formula. You have done it in class 11. In class 11, there is a chapter, trigonometrical ratio and its general values. Trigonometrical ratios and its general value. There is a chapter in class 11 that is general solution. Trigonometrical ratios and its general solution. So you should write down the answer as a general value here. If cos theta is equal to cos alpha, then theta is equal to, this is 2n pi plus minus alpha, right? Where n is any integer. It may be 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, etc. It may be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc. It goes up to plus infinity and it goes up to minus infinity. So, but actually this is alpha side, okay? Cos theta is equal to cos alpha, so theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha, right? So here also, what is the formula here? X is equal to 2n pi plus minus, it is pi by 6. So this is the answer. But in this case, you should write here, where n is equal to 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, etc. So this is the final answer. So you should write it in terms of general values. Is that clear? So this is the answer. Now we'll do the next question. So now let's do this question. This is also solve question number 38. Okay, it is given sin inverse 2a upon 1 plus a square plus sin inverse 2b upon 1 plus b square is equal to 2 tan inverse x. You have to solve it. So which is the variable here, which is the constant? You should know it. Here x is the variable, you have to get the value for x, and a and b are constant. That means you have to get the value for x in terms of a and b, right? So let us use here, let's do the trigonometric substitution here. So what should you put for a as well as b? So in this case, which trigonometrical function will you put here? You should put here a is equal to tan theta, here also b is equal to tan theta, so that it can be in the form 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. But in this case, if you put a is equal to tan theta, in that case you should put b is equal to tan beta. Okay? Let a is equal to tan theta and this is b is equal to tan beta, right? So let us find out the value for theta. Theta is equal to tan inverse a, and here what is beta is equal to, this is tan inverse b, right? So now this equation now becomes, now again sin inverse within bracket, it is 2 tan inverse a divided by 1 plus, what is a square? Oh sorry, it is tan theta, sorry. It is sin inverse 2 into, what is a? Tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta, right? You should put the value for a, not the value for theta, okay? You should put the value for a. What is the value for a? Here it is tan theta plus sin inverse within bracket. What should you put for b? It is 2 tan beta divided by 1 plus, what is b square? It is tan square beta, right? Which is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Is that clear to all of you? So we got this expression, okay? So, or sin inverse within bracket. What is the formula for 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta? It is sin 2 theta, isn't it? This is sin 2 theta plus sin inverse within bracket. What should you write for 2 tan beta upon 1 plus tan square beta? you should write sine 2 beta. So the formula for this one is sine 2 beta, or sine 2 beta is equal to 2 tan beta upon 1 plus tan square beta, or what is 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta? It is sine 2 theta, or sine 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Is that clear? So you should know this formula, which is equal to, this is 2 tan inverse x, right? What is it now? What is sine inverse sine 2 theta? 2 theta plus, what is sine inverse sine 2 beta? It is 2 beta is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Understood now? So now you can put the value for theta and beta, right? So let's put the value for theta and beta, right? Or 2 into, what is theta? Tan inverse A plus 2. What is beta in this case? It is tan inverse B, which is equal to, on the right hand side, what do we have? That is 2 tan inverse x. Is that clear? Okay, next. What will you do in the next step? Here 2 is common. So within bracket, here we have tan inverse A plus tan inverse B. Here 2 is taken common, right? So which is equal to, this is 2 tan inverse x. So here also 2 gets cancels. Now on the left hand side, you can use a formula there. What is the formula that you can use here? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. But instead of x there is a, and instead of y there is b. So what is the formula here? Tan inverse a plus b divided by 1 minus ab, which is equal to tan inverse x. Okay. So from both the sides, what can we cancel? You can cancel tan inverse. So what do we get? A plus b divided by 1 minus ab is equal to x. Or you may write x on the left hand side, and this expression on the left hand side can be written on the right hand side. That is, x is equal to a plus b divided by 1 minus ab. So this is the answer. Okay, you have understood this? So the value for x is equal to a plus b divided by 1 minus ab. So this is the answer. We'll do the next question now. So now we will do the next question, that is question number 39. This is also solve. You have to get the value for x, okay? So now in this case it is given tan inverse x minus 1 plus tan inverse x plus tan inverse x plus 1 is equal to tan inverse 3x. So now let us take this tan inverse x to the right hand side and first and third term on the left hand side, okay? So keep them, that is tan inverse x minus 1 and tan inverse x plus 1, keep them on the left hand side, okay? Only you can take tan inverse x to the right hand side. Or let us write tan inverse x plus 1 plus tan inverse x minus 1, right? These are on the left hand side. Now, which is equal to tan inverse 3x minus tan inverse x, right? Tan inverse x on the right hand side, it becomes minus tan inverse x, okay? So now you can use the formula here, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. In this case, tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. You know the formula, isn't it? So what is the formula that we can use here? Tan inverse within second bracket. So in the numerator, what is x? It is x plus 1 plus what is y? X minus 1 whole divided by 1 minus xy. 1 minus, what is xy here? X plus 1 into x minus 1, which is equal to, on the right hand side, what is the formula that you can use here? It is tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So it is tan inverse within bracket. What is x minus y? 3x minus x divided by 1 plus x into y. That is 1 plus 3x into x. Is that clear? From both the sides, what can we cancel? Tan inverse. That means you don't have to write tan inverse in the next step. Okay? Or plus 1 minus 1 gets cancels. X plus x is 2x divided by 1 minus, this is a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. But here it is x square minus 1 is equal to, what is 3x minus x? 2x divided by 3x minus x is equal to 2x divided by 1 plus this is 3x square. But here you can cancel this common term 2 because 2 is not equal to 0. If 2 is not equal to 0, you can cancel that 2, right? But x may be equal to 0, so don't cancel them. You don't have to, you can't cancel x here because x may be equal to 0. But you can cancel 2 here because 2 not equal to 0, right? So now in the next step, let us cross multiply, or x into 1 plus 3x square, right, is equal to x into within bracket. X into within bracket, you can simplify it further. 1 minus x square minus to minus plus 1, right? Or x into within bracket 1 plus 3x square is equal to x within bracket, it is 2 minus x square. Is it clear to all of you? Now you can simplify it further. Take the terms on the right hand side to the left hand side, okay? Or x into 1 plus 3x square minus x into 2 minus x square, which is equal to 0. Now what is common out here? It is x, or x within bracket. What do we get? 1 plus 3x square, right? Then comes this x is taken common already. So minus 2 minus plus x square, right? Which is equal to 0. Or x within bracket, this is 3x square plus x square. What is it? 4x square plus 1 minus 2 is minus 1, which is equal to 0. So we got this simplified relation. X into 4x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Now what will you write? Either or. Okay. So either x is equal to 0, right? Or 4x square minus 1 is equal to 0, right? So one of the answers is 0, that is x is equal to 0. From other equation also you can get the value for x, that is 4x square is equal to 1, minus 1 becomes plus 1 on the right hand side, or x square is equal to 1/4, or what are the values of x is equal to, what is x only? It is plus minus root over 1/4, that is x is equal to plus minus half. Got it? So which are the answers? One of the answers is 0, or it may be, or it is plus minus half. So these are the answers. So the answers are x is equal to 0 or plus minus half. Is that clear to all of you? So you can copy it. We'll do the next question. Now let's do question number 40. That is also solved. You have to get the value for x. It is given tan inverse within bracket x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus tan inverse within bracket x plus 1 upon x plus 2 is equal to pi by 4. Okay. So let's use the formula on the left hand side. What is the formula that you can use here? Again, it is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, or tan inverse, now within second bracket. What is x here? X here is x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus, what is y? X plus 1 upon x plus 2, that is your y. What is 1 minus xy now? 1 minus x minus 1 upon x minus 2 into x plus 1 upon x plus 2. Second bracket is closed. Is that clear to all of you? Which is equal to pi by 4. Which is equal to pi by 4. Now what will you do in the next step? In the next step, you can take this tan inverse to the right hand side, isn't it? It becomes tan pi by 4 on the right hand side. So let us simplify the expression within second bracket. So what's the LCM here? X minus 2 into x plus 2 is the LCM. So this LCM is divided by x minus 2. X minus 2 gets cancelled, you will get x plus 2. So it is x minus 1 should be multiplied by x plus 2 plus. Again, x minus 2 into x plus 2. X minus 2 into x plus 2. This is the LCM divided by x plus 2. X plus 2 gets cancelled. So it remains x minus 2. It should be multiplied by x plus 1. So x minus 2 into x plus 1, right? So in the denominator also, what's the LCM? It is x minus 2 into x plus 2, right? So that is in the denominator. What is there here? In this case, you जुन चाहिँ denominator मा छ, यो denominator को माथिपट्टि. What is the expression in this place? That is your denominator को माथिपट्टि जुन चाहिँ place छ, यो place मा कति हुन्छ expression? X minus 2 into x plus 2. That is x minus 2 into x plus 2 into 1 is x minus 2 into x plus 2. Then minus x minus 1 into x plus 1. Right? Is it correct now? So now x minus 2 into x plus 2 LCM by 2. So now x minus 2 into x plus 2 should be multiplied by 1. That is x minus 2 into x plus 2. Then minus sign. Now this LCM is divided by this expression, that is 1 time. So 1 into x minus 1 into x plus 1 is minus x minus 1 into x plus 1. Okay. Now this tan inverse goes to the right hand side, becomes tan. So which is equal to, this is tan pi by 4. Is that clear? So you can cancel here. This x minus 2, x plus 2 gets cancels, right? So let us simplify it once again. Or what is there in the numerator? So you can multiply them, isn't it? X into x, x square plus 2 into x plus 2x minus 1 into x minus x plus into minus 2 ones are 2. It is 2 ones are 2. Okay. Then there is plus sign here. There is plus sign here, isn't it? X into x, again x square, right? Plus x, right? X square plus x, then multiply by minus 2 here. Minus 2 into x, minus 2x, right? Then minus into plus minus 2. It is minus 2, right? So whole divided by. Now in the denominator you can multiply these two factors. What is x minus 2 into x plus 2? A plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, right? So here it is x whole square is x square, then minus 2 whole square is 4. So that is x square minus 4 minus, and then within bracket, write it within bracket. So this is your a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. That means we get x square minus 4. So minus, again, this is a minus b into a plus b. What is the formula? A square minus b square. So here it is x square minus, what is b square? That is 1. Okay. So that is your x square minus 1 is equal to, what is tan pi by 4? It is always 1. Right. So you can cancel here. Plus 2x minus 2x. You can simplify it further. Right. Then minus x plus x also gets cancels. Right. So or, now let us simplify it. What is x square plus x square? 2x square, right? Minus 2, same sign, add them, minus 4. In the denominator, it is x square minus 4 minus x square. Open this bracket, minus x square minus 2 minus plus 1 is equal to 1. Is that clear to all of you? So let's simplify it further. Here x square gets cancels, or 2x square minus 4 divided by, what is minus 4 plus 1? Different sign, you have to subtract, but you have to write down the sign of the greater number, that is minus 3, which is equal to 1, right? So let us do cross multiplication here. 2x square minus 4 is equal to what? Minus 3. 2x square minus 4. So below 1 there is 1. You can do cross multiplication, isn't it? So 1 into 2x square minus 4 is 2x square minus 4 is equal to minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. That is on the right hand side. Okay. So now let us solve it. Or 2x square is equal to minus 4 is taken to the right hand side. It becomes plus 4, that is minus 3 plus 4. Or 2x square is equal to 1. Or x square is equal to half, right? Or what are the values of x? It is plus minus root over half. Therefore, x is equal to, what is the answer now? X is equal to, this is plus minus 1 upon root 2. So this is the answer. You don't have square root of 2. You have to keep it as it is. That is plus minus 1 by root 2. That is what is the answer here? X is equal to plus minus 1 by root 2. Understood? So you can copy it. So we'll do the next question. So now we will do question number 41, that is also solved. The question is sin inverse cos sin inverse x is equal to pi by 3, right? So you have to get the value for x. So how will you simplify it? Let us take this sin inverse to the right hand side. When this sin inverse goes to the right hand side, it becomes sin, isn't it? So or this is cos sin inverse x is equal to sin pi by 3, right? Or cos sin inverse x is equal to, this is your sin 60 degree. This is your sin what? 60 degree. What is the value for sin 60 degree? Can you tell me? What is the value for sin 60 degree? What is it? What is the value for sin 60 degree? It is root 3 by 2. So you can write it, it is root 3 by 2, sin 60 degree. You know the value for sin 60 degree, which is root 3 by 2. Okay. So now, what will you do here is, cos, since this is cos, you can change this sin inverse x into cos inverse, isn't it? If you can write cos inverse x, if you can write cos inverse x, then we can easily write down only x, isn't it? Cos inverse x is equal to x. So you know the formula of sin inverse x, that is sin inverse x is equal to cos inverse root over 1 minus x squared. That is, you should know this formula, right? Or cos, what is sin inverse x in terms of cos inverse? It is cos inverse root over 1 minus x squared. This is the formula. Is equal to, this is root 3 by 2. Understood? Now what is cos inverse x? That is only x. But here you can write, what is cos inverse root over 1 minus x squared? It is root over 1 minus x squared is equal to root 3 by 2. Is that clear? Now we remove square root. How can we remove square root? Squaring both the sides. So squaring both the sides. So squaring both the sides, right? So what do we get squaring both the sides? From the left hand side, if you square left hand side, you can remove the square root. That is, the square root will be removed. 1 minus x square is equal to, now right hand side is also squared, root 3 by 2 whole square. So what is root 3 whole square? That is only 3. What is 2 whole square? That is 4. That is 3 by 4, right? Or minus x square is equal to 3 by 4 minus 1, right? Or minus x square is equal to, what's the LCM here? 4. Then this is 3 minus 4. Or minus x square is equal to, what is 3 minus 4? Minus 1. Minus 1 by 4. From both the sides you can cancel this minus sign. Or what is the value for x is equal to plus minus square root of 1/4. So what is the value for x now? X is equal to plus minus half. So this is the answer. Okay. So after squaring both the sides, we get 1 minus x square is a 3 by 4. Minus x square is a 3 by 4. 1 is taken to the right hand side, becomes minus. Then take the LCM, 4. 3 minus 4. So minus x square is equal to minus 1/4. Minus minus gets cancels. So what is the value for x? Which is equal to plus minus square root of 1/4. That is x is equal to plus minus half. That is the answer. So you can copy it. Now I will give you the homework, right? So you can copy it. So now these are your homework. That is, homework is 31 number 2. You have to prove it. If tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z is equal to pi, then prove that x plus y plus z is equal to xyz. Then you have to prove that x plus y plus z is equal to xyz from given, that is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z. So it is this problem is similar to problem number 31(1). Okay, this problem is similar to 31 number 1, right? So in these two questions you have to solve it. You have to get the value for x, right? So I'll give you the hints. In 42 number you have to get the value for x. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 minus x. Use the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. You know the formula, isn't it? And in this case you should use the formula of 2 tan inverse x. You know 2 tan inverse x, isn't it? So 2 tan inverse x is equal to, what is the formula? Tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. You should use this formula, right? That is, on the right hand side use the formula of 2 tan inverse x. This whole square root, x into 1 minus x is taken as x. So it is 2 tan inverse x, which is equal to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. You should use this formula out here. Okay, so you can easily get the value for x. Do it. Okay, so if you can't do it, then I'll do it for you. Okay, so next 43 number also you can do it. If you know the formula directly, you can write down the formula. Otherwise you have to do the trigonometric substitution. So all the variables are same here, x, x, x. So what should you put for x? X is equal to tan theta. Just put the value for x equal to tan theta. Use the formula, simplify it and get the value for x. Okay. So these are your homework. You can do it, I think. Okay. You revise all the problems that we have done today. So this much is for today, right? So we will do more problems in the next class, right? So we have completed each question carries 4 marks. So in the next class we'll do questions from each question carries 5 marks, right? So this much is for today.